So, they finally sent someone. 10 years. That's how long I've been warning the Order about what is happening in Mithros. 10 years. And what did they do? Nothing. Now Telogris has risen, and the rest of us race to keep Amalur from falling apart. Agarth, I didn't expect to see your face again. Not after what happened. I'm still not sorry. We go back, him and I. The old wars. Another life. He could show you some scars. A long time ago, I worked closely with the Order, until they refused to listen to my warnings. I left the Feylands and journeyed west, established a new forge in these mountains, and I kept watch. I do. You stink of fate magic. I can't say I'm happy to see you, considering you shouldn't exist. But it's fitting that you came. May the abomination who wrecked the weave be the one to repair it. Not that it will be easy, even for you. It depends on whom you ask. He is many things to many people. To the citizens of his city, of Crownhold, he is the true ruler of Amalur, a figure who will rebuild this war-torn land. To the refugees and settlers moving west to join him, he is a liberator, a figure who will free them from the bonds of fate. Yes, that is Telogris' true desire, to unbind us all. Perhaps you're right. There is enough for which to blame you. The unraveling of the weave, the rise of Octien, the breaking of the Fae. You've been unusually productive in your short time, Fateless One. But even now we waste time we don't have. Every day Telogris grows more powerful. Soon he will possess his human host entirely.
We must hurry. Now that you're here, there's work to do, and a city to save.
I knew him as Wolf, a boy from Yulven. He was my apprentice, and my responsibility. Wolf accompanied me on many expeditions into these caves and canyons. He was strong, resourceful. During one trek, Wolf and I became separated, and he vanished. I believed him dead, and I mourned him in the tradition of my people. Weeks later, he returned, different. I knew it was not the Wolf I knew. He had been taken, consumed. Farther west, in the ancient Mitharan city of Crownhold, its great temple has been occupied by his followers. It is a perversion that this grand Erothi city has become a haven for the followers of Chaos. Many in Mithros see Telogris' words for what they are. Lies, meant to disrupt and deceive. Those who have been forced from their homes or wish to escape the occupation come here, to me. Soldiers, scholars, farmers, alchemists, even other blacksmiths. We are preparing to take this region back. Let me see it. Ah, of course. I know this blade well, because I crafted it.
A chaos sword. My own invention. Ugly, but elegant in its own terrible way. I last saw this weapon in the hands of one of my apprentices. I often brought my apprentices with me into the Chaos Realm. It was foolhardy, and several paid with their lives. Sadly, weapons like this are all that remain of those loyal friends.
Since then, I've been unable to reach the Chaos Realm again to procure the necessary metals. You'll need to master Chaos, its weapons, its magic, if you expect to face Telogris. Come, bring the sword, and I will show you. Hello, my friend. Take this. The Chaos Flame. I stole it from Ishara with my own hands, sacrificing my greatest tools to ensure Telogris' destruction. Use that forge. Bring the flame that'll be Telogris' undoing. Beautifully done. Only I could have done it better. You may be faithless, but you still have much to learn. About magic, about war with Telogris.
I will now repair the sword for you. Or do you want me to forge it into a different weapon instead? From this core, I could also create a staff or daggers. Understood. I will begin forging your weapon at once. Here is your weapon. Keep it close. Only those weapons forged in chaos magic will be of any use to you against our new enemies.
Thousands of years ago, the first Niskaru hunters weaponized chaos magic. Swords, shields, hammers, armors. All the martial equipment used by mortals. It is the only way for us to stand a chance against Telogris' brood. Wait, what was that? It seems we have some unwanted guests in the forge. Stay close. Sometimes they find their way in the sneaky little ways.
They're nearly indestructible. Unless you know how to get past the defenses. Your chaos weapon will make short work of them.
Hello. Your ordinary weapons are no use against their chaos defenses. Use your chaos sword. It is the only way to breach their magic. Good. Good. Only chaos weapons work against chaos armor. You're a good fighter and a quick study, but you have a long way to go before you master chaos magic.
The forge is defended by numerous barriers and defenses, but still, they find us. I worry about the future. Enough about that. I will handle your chaos training, and the chaos creatures will keep your combat skills honed. We have much to do.
It will take time and courage, but the best way to understand chaos is to destroy it. That means closing rifts and portals whenever and wherever you find them.
I've spent years capturing and studying all manner of chaos creatures. Facing them in battle is the best way to understand their weaknesses. Defeating my chaos beasts will prove to me that you're worthy. Their chaos hide is similar to the armor worn by Telogris. If you can't beat them, you still have much work to do.
You're one of the final pieces in my plot to thwart Telogris, and I will need your help assembling the rest. A sagecrafter named Callan MacLeod has made a great discovery. I've seen it in my readings. He's on the verge of using chaos magic in sagecrafting, but he may not live long enough to do it. You have to find him and bring him here. That's your mission.
That rusty sword you brought with you, you found it in the Chaos Realm, didn't you? Tell me, Fateless One, what else did you see in that cursed landscape? Yes, I call it a Chaos Node, and I believe its purpose is to ensure the dungeon's integrity. Even more important is what's contained within them, a magical substance, dubbed Chaos Matter. Chaos Matter is vital to defeating Telogris, and the only way to obtain it is to destroy and harvest these Chaos Nodes. Chaos weapons can be forged from Chaos Matter, and these enchanted weapons may be the only thing that can harm Telogris. When I forged your new weapon, I did so by extracting Chaos Matter from that broken sword you found in the Chaos Realm. Unfortunately, it was rusty and impure, which greatly limited what I could produce from it. If you bring me pure Chaos Matter, obtained directly from a Chaos Node, I can forge any kind of Chaos weapon core you wish. If you're not in a hurry, I suggest giving it a try before continuing with your mission.
Goodbye. What is it?
Scold's been busy. I'm going to find a way to pitch in. Your job awaits in Crownhold. Farewell. Scald's been busy. I'm going to find a way to... Listen, Scald's missions are important, but none of them will matter if you don't close the portals. To kill the chaos, you must aim for the heart. Enter them, find their centers, and destroy the nodes that give them life. Bring the mangled chaos hearts to me, and I will dispose of them properly. I must ensure that this never happens again. I knew you could do it. Keep it up. We're not through the woods yet. Every one of these you close means a safer Amalur. Make me proud.
If you want to help, bring me Cullen MacLeod.
Chaos weapons can be forged from chaos matter found in the Chaos Realm. You can find plenty of chaos matter by entering chaos portals and destroying chaos nodes. Once you've obtained some chaos matter, bring it to me and I can forge it into a core for you. Use this core to craft your new chaos weapon. If you don't want to do it yourself, just ask Jock. He could use the practice. He's a bit clumsy, though. Honestly, it'll probably turn out better if you do it yourself.
A mad god masquerading as a man, as a savior. His possession of my apprentice Wolf says it all. Telogris cares nothing for the people of Amalur, only for that which he can possess. I've journeyed all across this vast world, and the generosity and strength of its people never cease to amaze me. I was a pirate once, a fate weaver, a soldier, a war-sworn shield. I've been many things, but none of them seem to stick. My true calling is the forge, where the coals speak to me in sighs and whispers.
Wolf Godfrey was my apprentice, but that loyal boy is long gone. He was possessed by Telogris, the Chaos God. Jock's a good lad, a bit clumsy, but he tries. If you need help with crafting chaos weapons, feel free to ask for his help. He'll be thankful for the opportunity to improve his skills. He is always holding himself up to the standards set by Wolf, my last apprentice. They come from Crow Peak, Gale Crossing, and beyond, all over Mithros, but most are refugees from the city of Crownhold.
Together we will oust Telogris from his perch.
We were close friends once, before he chose to fight me for control of the Fate Weavers. That was another life.
I tried to keep the peace with Ambith, Arden, and the others, but it was not in the cards, as they say. My destiny lay elsewhere. Here. Its existence is an open secret in Amalur. It has ruled the mountain roads of Mithros since the days of the Durak. When Telogris came, he deposed the royal family and occupied the city. Many of its people found their way here. Goodbye.
Don't you touch him! Haven't you done enough? I'd take a blade to every one of you, but it wouldn't do any good. Not with your protection. You disgust me. If only that were true. It shouldn't surprise me at all. The preordained would kill anyone, even a sweet old crafter like him. Not like you've ever needed a reason to murder. Bloody animals. Are you playing ignorant with me? My master, Callan MacLeod, the man inside on the floor, he was killed. By your people. Never harmed a soul, that man. He was a teacher, a craftsman, and like a father to me. Sadly, I do. Your brothers and sisters have terrorized our city for months. Kidnapping mages, killing scholars. It's a wonder we can still get through our days with any dignity. Well, you don't look like one of them. You lack the sign of fateful, the scar marking each convert. Perhaps I should believe you. Trust? Imagine that in Crownhold. Tell me, stranger, what do you see when you look inside our workshop? What does Master MacLeod reveal to us from beyond the grave? Good riddance. Let me see that. Do you know what this is? These scratches, this script. It's old Mitharan. No one has used this language in over 500 years. What was the Master doing with these writings? Our ancestors recorded everything. With the Arathi gone, they had no choice but to cling to what they'd learned. Some of the world's most precious knowledge is encoded in this language. It's very possible pages like these are usually kept in the Great Library. The preordained detest our culture, but they seek to understand it, so they can destroy it.
If Master MacLeod had made a discovery, those killers would have wanted to know about it.
Unfortunately, no. There are only a few scholars with that specialized knowledge. Many of them have died or been killed in recent months. But I know one, old Tormin. He may be able to help. I can take you to him, but I can't make any promises for Tormin. He's a crazy old wizard.
See you.
What is it? I'm a very busy man. Mina? Who are you? And why are you here with my daughter? What have you done? We grew up in the university together, in Crownhold, but that was years ago. He pursued the rites of the Order of Mitharu, wished to know all the secrets. I, however, chose a different path. His flirtation with the divine, with forces beyond our control, are bound to get him into trouble. I've warned him for years. Yes, I do. There are not many of us left, I'm afraid. Scholars of our people fade away like words on a page. The messages our people sent us from the distant past must not be forgotten. Tragically, few care to listen. Visits from my daughter are surprisingly rare, and usually not with the purpose of seeing me. She made her choice long ago, chose to let our differences drive us apart. Now she only seeks my company when she has a question or when her master demands it. If only I could read Mina as easily as these old books. Interesting. May I see them? Careful now. Yes, I recognize these notes. Callan brought them to me several weeks ago. They describe a relic, a forger's instrument. Arathi smiths are legendary for their peculiar methods of crafting and shaping, but most of their tools are lost to us. This passage describes the location of one of these tools, Synock's Eye, an enchanted gem or relic of some sort. The text describes a gateway, but I do not recognize the name. A chaos portal. The physical description could match Crow Peak. It's not far, but it is dangerous. Me? No. I swore off such games years ago. I'm an old man. I have no time for quests and relics. I tried to tell Callan the same, but did he ever listen to me? No, never. Killed? As in murdered? How many times did I tell him to cease his futile searches, to give up searching for the wisdom of the Arathi? They left us for a reason. Mortals are wicked and undeserving. We've been left to fend for ourselves. The preordained are only a threat if you disobey. They can be bargained with. If you intend to seek Synoc's eye, you will need to be careful. If the preordained are looking for these pages, they will be looking for you. I implore you, for your sake and for the sake of my daughter, give it to them. They will see reason. They will not harm you. It's the only way.
Yes.
How wonderful. We're all making new friends. Fadeless one, you are certainly finding yourself in some interesting situations. It's almost as if you're sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Too bad you can't trust old Tormund. The old fool knows better than to lie to our Chaos Lord. Can't say the same for his daughter. He's been in our pocket since day one, fed us information, kept us informed. My guess? Well, he thought that helping the preordained would ensure his safety, and the safety of his kid. What do you think? We do not. But do not think for a moment that we will let you have it. Cease your reckless quest, and we may let you live. Unlikely, but possible. Leave Synarch's eye to the chaos, and go back to where you came from. I will let you walk away unharmed. You have my word. Oh, I beg to disagree. We cannot allow such a powerful artifact to fall into your hands. Ownership can be a tricky thing. Changes in the blink of an eye, in the release of an arrow, in a last breath.
Come to
Yes. I can't believe it. Dad turned us over to those savages. How could anyone do that? To keep me safe, maybe. But at what price? Did he even realize they would kill me? That he'd sealed my fate with his betrayal? I guess none of us are spared such a reckoning. How can I return to Crownhold like this? To Gale Crossing? The Master dead. My father an informant and a liar. Where is the future for me here? I must think about my next moves. My whole life has been turned upside down. It's all too much to comprehend. Dad, the preordained. Master MacLeod, you have been kind to me, stranger, and more patient than I deserve. But it's time that we parted ways. The next chapter of my life awaits, and I have a lot to think about. It's terrifying, really. You must get Synock's Eye someplace safe. And I haven't seen any of it. Maybe my next adventure lies to the east, in the Feylands. It has to be less exciting than this, right? Thank you for opening my eyes. Farewell.
Bye.
Scold's been busy. I'm going to find a way to pitch in. Your job awaits in Crownhold. I knew you could do it. Keep it up. We're not through the woods yet. Every one of these you close means a safer Amalur.
What is it? Thank Mitharu. I was beginning to worry. I couldn't bear the anguish of losing another. Not after Wolf. I heard about Callan MacLeod. It's a pity. He was a kind, gentle man, and he will be missed. So, what has he brought us? Fascinating. This instrument may be the key to unlocking chaos in sagecrafting. Use it on my altar and see what happens. Farewell. Losing MacLeod was a tragedy, but his sacrifice wasn't in vain. With the ability to combine gems and chaos weapons, we can bring the fight to Telogris for the first time. But only if you're feeling ready for it.
I must be honest. Your current chaos weapon won't be a match for Telogris, but there is a way to change that. It seems paradoxical, but the influence of the Chaos Realm itself is what hinders their potential. So you must find Chaos portals and close them. However, the weapons won't reach their new potential right away. You need to salvage and reforge them first. Don't worry, Chaos weapons are tough. No matter how often you salvage them, you will always retain the necessary weapons core. Travel across Amalur and close Chaos portals, and then salvage your weapons and recraft them. Only then will you possess Chaos weapons powerful enough to face Telogris, God of Chaos. If that's too much work, ask my apprentice Jock. He could certainly use the practice. Of course, you will probably achieve the best result if you do it yourself, but if you're too lazy to do your own work, that's your decision. What do you say? Care to test your mettle against my Chaos beasts? They've been hungry for their chance.
Goodbye. You surprise me, Faithless One. Each time I send you into danger that would surely kill another, you emerge unscathed. Not to say I'm impressed. No. Curious is more the word. Curious how the gnome crafted such a servant. One who would do his bidding. You must know by now that our world, our lives, are shaped by conspiracies, by great figures intent on imposing their will upon us. I was there, of course, with Hughes, with Agarth. Did you think those gnomes fashioned that mad device all by themselves? There is no other Master Smith, Faithless One. Only me. I gazed down at your lifeless face and wept. Tragically, that's all you are. All you were ever meant to be. An avatar for those who are more powerful. But being a servant means you have a task. And once that task is over, freedom. You must feel it, Faithless One. The sweet hint of a life beyond this one. A life free from fighting, from running, from questing. Only when you stop doing the bidding of others will you master anything. Even now you follow my instructions. You look to me for answers. But your time is coming. I've read it in the threads, seen it in my own bitter end. You're right. I'm no scholar. I have no business filling your ear with nonsense. We have work to do. Our weapons will accept chaos magic now, but our bodies still wilt at its touch. You need to learn how to brew chaos potions, to allow you to control this power and how to defend against it.
Unfortunately, Mithros has no master alchemist, no one to recruit for our resistance efforts.
However, there is a book, old, locked away in the great library of Crownhold. It may contain the secrets we seek. Speak with Wynne Ashman. In happier times, she curated the library's rare collections. Goodbye.